Learning about the Holocaust is one thing, but hearing about it firsthand from someone who lived through it is something else entirely. ILTV's Natasha continues her journey in Poland, and she spoke with students who have come to learn and the survivors who are telling their stories.
We're here at the Temple Synagogue in the old Jewish quarter of Krakow, Poland, where Jewish youth are learning about the Holocaust in a whole different way. They're actually sitting down with Holocaust survivors to learn about their stories.
We're lucky, this group in particular, because future generations or kids who are going to be taking this trip will not necessarily have a chance to actually speak with the survivors.
Every year, thousands of young Jewish people from around the world make their way to Poland to experience the history of their ancestors in what's known as the International March of the Living. But they're not alone in their journey. Accompanying the students are Holocaust survivors who have lived through the devastation.
My 16th time coming on this trip. I continue doing because of people like this young lady, so that they learn what happened here.
For many students, the trip is their first time in Poland, and they've been preparing for it for months in advance.
We do a lot of pre-sessions and educational seminars before the trip so they can get to know each other, get to know a little bit of the history, some of the more factual information, and then here, seeing the raw emotions. It really is a very symbiotic relationship where the survivors lean on the participants as a source of strength and comfort, and the participants lean on the survivors as a source of strength and comfort.
What may seem like a short-lived experience has a lifelong impact, and many students say their newfound relationships with Holocaust survivors strengthens their own sense of Jewish identity.
I'm proud to be Jewish, and it just makes my Jewish identity stronger, I think. It just makes me feel prouder because we've been through so much and we're prospering now.
Our ancestors and what they've been through and who I am now, it's an eye-opener, to be honest. I'm starting to understand where I'm from, my roots, the history, and getting closer to Judaism as a whole.
It's hard to imagine that visiting the Holocaust concentration camps would be a therapeutic experience, but for some Holocaust survivors, it is.
I think it's more healing to be able to talk about it than not. Because for many, many years I didn't talk about it. And nobody asked me either. You know, I was in school with young people. They never asked me. They knew I was an orphan from Poland. They never asked me what happened to me. They never asked me what happened to my parents. I didn't talk. I mean, I've lost both my parents and entire family. I'm the only one, myself and an aunt survived, that's it. But I was saved by Polish people with whom I still keep in touch.
Today in Birkenau, our survivor, we were walking on the train track, and he actually stopped the group and he said, "This is the place where we got off from the wagon," and it meant a lot to me that he said it and that we were there.
Meeting with these kids, meeting with these survivors, it's had a big impact on me. My family was here also, so it really is an unbelievable experience to see young Jews walking side by side with Jews that actually experienced the Holocaust and went through this tragedy.
And I meet young, wonderful young people. Some of them keep in touch with me. Oh my God, I've got one from 98 keeps in touch with me, one from 2000. And I love them, so that's why I'm here. They'll have our story, and I hope that all these people I met over 16 trips will carry on.
This is Natasha with ILTV reporting from Krakow, Poland.